concern has been expressed regarding the state retail sales tax, with several well-known organizations coming out in support of a state sales tax. This method of taxation has been before committees of our legislature on a number of occasions in the past, only to have it voted down in committee. Your committee feels that this tax has been refused in the past because the state had a surplus and the tax was not needed. We'd like to point out that it is now the opinion of many that the state will this biennium have the largest general fund surplus ever. Some estimates have reached as high as $100 million. Your committee feels that Virginia, being as conservative as she is not likely to impose additional taxes when not needed, and more especially when there is a surplus as large as evidence today indicates that it will be. In addition, it is not so much the question of whether a state sales tax is needed, but rather how will the pie be divided. It is like entering a sweepstakes and spending the money months before the horses leave the paddock. You're instructed to meet with representatives from the town of Salem, the town of Benton, and Roanoke County in an effort to determine whether or not a sales tax in these locations would be feasible. This meeting was held, and expressions as to the need of this tax was general. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court of Virginia precludes Roanoke County from adopting a sales tax through its decision which dealt with Henrico County. However, speaking as individuals, representatives from Roanoke County indicated that if and when permissive legislation is enacted to permit counties in Virginia to enact a sales tax, this would be forthcoming. The town of Salem and Benton are presently studying ordinances from other municipalities in an effort to reach a conclusion as to whether or not they would enact a sales tax in their respective areas. Copies of our ordinance have been furnished for their study, and we hope and urge an early adoption of a similar ordinance. Expression from members from these two governing bodies indicated a willingness to cooperate with the city, for they too have additional revenue needs, which they feel can best be obtained through a sales tax.